You're listening to Mindful Radio. I'm your host, Victor Patrick, and today we are honored to welcome the one and only David Christian, father, grandfather, dentist, and colonel.
I'm talking, not you. You're not interviewing me. I'm giving the word. Okay.
You were a colonel?
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
LT colonel.
Ready, set, and go.
And we just sit down?
Yeah.
Okay. Over there? Right here? By the window? Okay. By the window. Oh, and the bright lights. I love bright lights. I love bright lights. I feel like I'm in the confessional.
I am Poppy's second grandchild.
I'd sit down and be torn between the TV and the radio, and oftentimes I resorted to the radio.
Is this on?
I inherited Burke as a 3.5-year-old, I think it was. He was still doing it in his duty in his pants.
If you had to give some advice to other kids around your age who had a family member they loved who just got Parkinson's,
It can be scary for the person that's dealing with Parkinson's, but it can also be very scary for yourself. Ready?
All of a sudden I was not only a husband, but I was a father, because I was
Really blessed to have a young man named Brooke Christian.
I've always wanted to present both the grandparents and the grandkids with, because it was just so amazing in my life.
When an adult treated you like a person, right? Like instead of just like they never treated you like a kid, they never talked down to you.
I thought he was a pretty cool New Yorker.
David, take us back. What was it like growing up in the 1960s in New York City?
I had to hide the radio inside the pillow. And the thing got heated up so bad it melted the case on the radio.
If anyone spent any time with David, he is doing a lot of the talking, but then we also know he does a lot of the listening.
He's extremely determined.
What anybody said, he could roll with it, and he was the Energizer Bunny.
I know he has it, and I know it's a disease, and I know it's a decline.
He was putting me on his shoulders, and that was only like 6 years ago.
Just later down the line, literally moving your mouth to articulate things, there can be a delay, and typically as well, I think there's facial expressions get less further and further through the disease.
First time I came over to see David, I made sure I had listened to Simon Sharma's The History of the British Isles in full, and it's long.
David, you could tell more jokes than anybody I have ever been around.
What I love about Poppy is his ability to just light up the room.
Because I don't think that there is a time when we all get to sit and reflect on how much someone means to us and what they mean in our life.
When I think of my dad, I think of all of the relationships that he's had throughout my life, friendships that were so meaningful to him early in his life.
And just having a family like this, so many people don't have any relationship with a husband or a wife or a mother or a father, and it's sad. People living by themselves with no person to talk to, no person to lean on. So
He said, David, you'll never make yourself an actor. You couldn't even play a piece of toast.